I'm Phil Lawrence, and this is the recording of the range of movement and fitness testing on the 29th of July 2022. This morning I have Laurie with me, who is continuing to role play as Edward. Morning, how are you going?
Good morning, thank you.
Good, ready to go?
Ready.
Awesome. So welcome back, Edward. So having a good day today?
I am, yeah.
No, awesome to hear. So on Wednesday, you remember we went through the dietary health questionnaire.
Yeah.
We covered a bit of things. How'd you go with reading the documentation?
Good. Me and my wife both went over it, so we're trying to work towards that.
No worries. Well, I've sent off the referral to the dietitian for you, just as we spoke about, and hopefully we'll hear back soon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're going to go through part 2, or part 3 actually, of our consultations. So this morning, for about the next 30 minutes, we're going to go through some range of movement testings, which we'll cover through what's called the Thomas test. We're going to do like the line hamstring, line shoulder test. We're going to do a sit and reach test, okay? And it's to measure your flexibility, as well as to whether or not you've got short or tight hamstrings. We're going to measure your latissimus dorsi, so your pec muscles, as well as and your pecs, your shoulders. We're just going to see how flexible that you are, and just to assess your range of movement. The reason why this is important is so then when we develop your training plan, we don't overdo it, because the last thing that we want to do is for you to do a weighted squat with a 20 kilo dumbbell, when in fact that you're not there yet. Okay. I have read if you see here, I've got the referral that has come. Sorry, the referral. I've got the review that's come back from the physio regarding your ankle, and it does state that your ankle is tight. I'm not going to use his big words. He hit the plantar flexion, basically saying that your ankle is still tight from the injury and the surgery from 10 years ago, and I've incorporated that into the training plan. Okay. If at any stage throughout the range of movement or the testing that it starts to hurt, please let me know and we can alter. Okay. For the first thing we'll start with is the body composition. As you can see here, this is not a medical diagnosis. This again is just to carry on from the initial screening that we did about a week ago, just to collect your resting heart rate, your blood pressure, height, weight. That'll give us your BMI, and then what we're going to do is we'll do a bit of waist and hip girth measurement. Thank you for coming in again. You're nice and loosely feet at a time. And we'll do a ratio. This will just help us, it will just show to us to whether or not you're in a low, medium or high risk category for coronary heart diseases, and also for body fat, just displacement, okay? From then, we will go into some fitness testing. What I've got at the moment is we're going to do the push-up test for your muscle strength, okay? I like it because it's nice and easy, and we'll walk through that as we go, okay?
Sure.
We'll then move into a cardio test, the CO2 test, which isn't as tough as what it sounds, okay? And what I've got programmed is the Queen's College step test, okay? So again, if at any stage your ankle starts to hurt, please let me know, and we can modify or change up the testing prior to, okay? Or during, okay? What we'll do then on completion of this, of that, we'll sit down, we'll quickly discuss your results and understand that your goal is to, and please correct me if it has changed, still to lose 10 kilograms in the next 6 months.
That's what we're working towards.
Awesome. Based on your results, we then I can put forward some recommendations for way forward, okay? And then Monday we'll sit down. Actually. So Monday we'll go through, we'll commence your program. So utilise this weekend to ensure you've got a water bottle with you, you've got a gym towel, any questions, okay? And we'll go through that, okay? Are you ready to go?
I am ready.
Awesome, cool. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take your resting heart rate, okay? So what I would like, just like your right arm, you just want to put your right arm just up here for me, okay? I'm going to get my little clock ready, and I'm going to, for the next 1 minute, I'm just going to test it, Joe.
Sure.
Okay? Hopefully you've got a pulse.
Hope so.
I hope so too, okay? You got much planned for the weekend?
Not too much, just farm work, how it is, doesn't stop.
I mean, it seems like a long time, doesn't Don't worry about
How's
it.
it feeling? Pretty steady?
Pretty good. What big? No, sorry, I can count 4 at the same time. I just. It's looking really good so far. 15 seconds. Awesome. 75 beats.
Is that pretty good?
That is very good actually. You are within the normal range. So, okay.
So at the moment, based on that, nothing to be concerned about. If you are concerned about your heart rate, or want any advice as to or more medical in-depth terms about what it actually means when it comes to looking towards high blood pressure, which, as we spoke about the other day, is not inevitable. It may occur. Then we can go to your doctor. Okay. Awesome, cool. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go through your resting blood pressure. Okay. Ever had one of these before?
Yeah, a couple times.
Cool, so we'll put that through. It's a little beauty machine that I bought. I bought this all the way from, would you believe it? Kmart.
No way.
I thought
There you go.
everyone expects me to say, oh, you got some fancy, this fancy shop?
Yeah.
Kmart.
Came on as everything.
Not too tight?
No, it's feeling good.
Perfect, awesome. Thought I had a malfunction then. I was like, what is going on here? Alright, so you'll feel a little bit of pressure, and then it'll all go down. Okay? And look at that. Apparently says you got a heartbeat.
Oh, well, that's good.
Well, that's
Good
good.
to know.
I did so just because I can.
Just 'cause it's fun.
That's fine, yeah. One 24/7.
Pretty good, is it?
Yep, that's within the normal range, which is good. Okay. There is leeway as well, so don't stress over that. Also, you could also have you also could be a bit nervous as well, which can increase the heart rate. So
Okay.
don't be too concerned. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Happy with that?
Happy.
Awesome, cool. So at the moment, nothing sticks out from the body composition at the moment. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the waist and your height and your BMI. So far, all looks pretty good. Okay. Right. So the first thing we do is we're going to do your height. So what I'd like to do, please, is stand up against the top. Awesome, cool. I've got my little tape measure. As you can see, just mindful of the little box there. As you see, we've got the little measuring to allow for shoes as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome, cool. Smarter, not harder.
Absolutely.
Excellent, cool. So let's get more tape measure. We'll drop it. Yeah, there we go. Awesome, cool. Perfect. 173. And what I'll do is please, just get on the scales here for me, please. Excellent. We've already calibrated it to account for approximately 1 kilogram worth of clothes and shoes, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. Excellent. Thank you very much. Got 60. Alright, cool. So at the moment, I'll just quickly do some calculations for you. If you remember, please just take a second. Right, so we've got your BMI 20,
Oh, perfect.
which is in that very healthy range, okay? Awesome, cool. So the next two things we're going to do is we're going to do your waist and hip girth, okay? So what I like to do is I like you to stand up. I want you to face that way, just slip your side on to me. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do your waist, okay? Have you ever done this before?
No.
No, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to hold that your navel. We're going to wrap this around. Can you grab that with the other hand for me, please? We're going to wrap around there. We're just going to take a measurement here. So 71, awesome. So 71 centimetres. And we're going to do here. So this measures the largest part of your glutes, okay? So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to hold that against down the largest part here. Yep. I'd like you to wrap that around for me, please. All the way around. We'll just get it to lower down just to the largest part of your glutes. So your gluteus maximus. And if you're someone like me, I just call them buttocks. And 92 centimetres. Awesome. Yeah, we'll shut the door. There we go. Sorry about that, weren't expecting them to come back. So I have waist to hip ratio of 0.77, which puts you in the low range for coronary heart diseases. Pressure body fat composition indicates that it's in a very healthy range, okay? Cool. So the next one we're going to do, any questions so far? Okay, cool. So the first one we're going to do, this is what's called the Thomas test. So what we're actually going to test here is your hip flexors as well as your quads, okay? So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to lay your back down for me, please. Bring your glutes to the edge, and I would like you to bring both knees up and hold them as close to your chest as possible. What I'm looking for is just the angle of degree here, and I can see you're greater than 90 degrees. It's actually pretty flexible at the moment, okay? So you've got a great range. So for your hips together, it's good. So what I'd like you to do is hold your right knee and lower your left leg down, okay? What I'm looking here is through your spine to see how your leg is dangling, and as I can see, your left leg dangles at 90 degrees and your right leg is up past that 80 to 90 degrees, which is really, really good, okay? So what I'd like now to do is I'd like you to do it again, is now hold the opposite leg. Perfect. Yep, at 90 degrees, okay? So what you do is you can just relax there if you want to sit up, just relax there. So at the moment, based on that test alone, the results indicate that it's really, really good, okay? So we're seeing that your hip flexor length is good, you've got that great range, and then as your legs pull, we're able to add, okay?
Okay.
Basically what I'm trying to say is that with this range of movement here, I'm not concerned at this stage in prescribing something like a squat or a walking lunge without too much concern, okay?
Sure.
Awesome. The next thing we're going to go into is we're going to do the lying hamstring test, okay? What this is measuring is the length of the hamstrings, okay? So what I would like you to do is I would like you to push it all the way back, please. Lay down. I would like you to, you're up. I would like you to grab I want you to raise your left leg up as high as you can. Make sure your glutes stay on the table. That is a great range of 90 degrees, and I would like you to do that. The other leg, usually I'd have a tracker or a measurement out, but just visually can see you're at greater than 80 degrees, okay? Which is excellent, awesome, cool. So based on that so far, I don't consider you to have short or hamstrings or limited flexibility or elasticity, okay? So based on that alone, again, moving forward into the program, I'm not concerned, just yet, okay? But obviously being a beginner client, we will start low, you'll build our way up, okay? It's a marathon, not a sprint, okay? Excellent. So the next one we're going to do is the shoulder flexion test, okay? So we're going to focus on the length of your latissimus dorsi and your pecs, okay? So basically we want to test your shoulders and open up your chest. But to do this, what I'm going to need you to do is I'm just going to get you to lie on the ground for me, please. I'd like you to put your feet up against the door, okay? And I would like you to lay flat down for me, please. And what I would like you to do, actually I'm going to, just so I can get this, I'm going to get you to turn it this way for me, please. Perfect, I'm going to get out of your way. And I want you to pull, so arms raised all the way up and all the way over as far back as you can go. Excellent. Happy. You can sit back up. Perfect. Very, very good. So what I can see is that your shoulder flexion actually reaches 180 degrees, which is normal, good. I'd like to say very good. Okay. Which is great to see. All right. Any questions so far?
No.
All right. That's something that you don't need to worry about because at the moment. Because something you should be proud of yourself at the moment is that your range of movement is very, very good. Okay. The last thing we're going to do is a sit and reach test.
Okay.
So I have my measurement tool here. Okay. I'd like you to just sit with your feet up against the bucket for me, nice, straight. Yep. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to put your arms out and reach as far forward until you feel the stretch. Can you feel the stretch?
Yeah.
Cool, and we just want that whole second. I'm just going to measure from the tip of your toes to the tip of your fingers. Excellent. I had 14 centimeters, which is great. Excellent, thank you. So based on that measurement, your sit and reach test records very good.
Okay.
It's excellent. Okay. If you were a little bit shorter, don't need to stress the result, which means we can work on it. Okay. So your range of movement is actually very good. Okay. Any questions so far?
No, all good so far.
Awesome, cool. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is we're going to move into the gym, because we're just going to head about 2 doors down. Okay, and we're going to start with the push-up test, okay?
Okay.
Awesome, cool. So I'll quickly pack this up and we'll head on over.
Okay. If I do that, is that going to be, can I move it back a bit?
We'll just maybe do that.
If I do a push up here, will you see me?
Yep, good, perfect, that's in camera action, excellent. Alright, so what we're going to do, as I said, we're going to do the push-ups. So with the push-ups, we're going to demonstrate to do a couple of push-ups to what I'm looking for. Then what I'd like you to do is do as many as you can do, maintain the tempo, and I'll show you the tempo without stopping, okay? If you feel that I see you starting to struggle, so I see some intolerances, so shaking, and I'll actually show you. It's easy to show, okay? So when you set up, okay, I'd like you to set up an I find, and again, you can test either as wide. Don't bring your hands in too close, because we're actually going to work the triceps and not our pecs, so our chest, okay? I like to come shoulder width apart, hands 20 to 40 degrees out, straighten your legs, just like so, and you've got a nice straight back, okay? What I'd like to do is just do as many as you can do, just controlling down, up, okay?
Sure.
Just maintaining this tempo. If you start doing these, so shaking, there's a bit of an intolerance there. I can see that you're working to your max, okay? And then you start doing these. I'll actually start to get you to stop, okay? And then we'll record it. If you're doing these ones, and then all of a sudden you get down like this and you can't, or you do these, then we'll stop there, okay? Because the idea is to do as many controlled push-ups as you can do in 1 minute, okay?
Okay.
Happy with that one?
Happy.
Awesome, cool. So what I'll do is I'll get you to go down. Yep. Nice straight spine. Perfect. Excellent. All right. And for 1 minute, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's go.
That's actually kind of uncomfortable. My foot,
Alright,
my
so
ankle's hurting a little bit.
It's hurt. All right. So what it is, I'll just drop your knees. Will you stop there? Perfect.
Yeah, it's
tight?
a bit tight for my surgery 10 years ago.
Okay. No worries. Awesome. That is fine. Don't stress. We can do another one, another test, and it's what's called the ab curl test. Okay. There is very minimal pressure onto your feet. The only pressure from your ankle is keeping your knees at a 90 degree. Okay. Do you reckon we give that a go?
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
it's gonna hurt too much.
That's fine. So what I'll do, I'll show you what we're looking at. This is what's called the 60-second ab curl test. Okay. So 90 degrees, head down, palms out. That's what I'd like you to do. Okay. Then I like to bring your head off the ground. It's about to use my work term for a second. And then I just want you for 60 seconds and just go raising the shoulders off, maintaining a nice pace. I'll have a metronome going at 50 beats. Okay?
Sure.
And just keep going as many as you can do in 60 seconds, maintaining the pace. Okay? You will feel it tightening in your arms. Okay?
So just stay with the pace.
So just stay with the pace. Alright.
So just like this?
Just like that.
Yeah.
And we'll just get you to do one, just so we get your head up. Yep, you don't have to raise so far up if you don't. Yep, perfect. And that's all you're going to do.
So
Okay?
do you want me to put my head all the way back?
Just
Or-
nice, so don't swing your head up.
Yep.
And don't drop your head back, okay? Because that's what will cause a neck injury. It's nice, nice and straight, okay? Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Alright, let's go. Fifteen seconds to go. Doing really well. And well done. How you feeling?
Feel good. That didn't hurt my ankle at all.
You didn't hurt your ankle? Awesome, good. If you just wanted to sit up, awesome, perfect. So you can take now. Sorry. You did 30
Okay.
in a minute. That's excellent. Okay. Here's a score. So 30, excellent. How's the ankle?
It's still a little bit tight, but it's feeling a bit better now that I rested it.
Okay. Awesome, cool. So I've just noted down about your tight ankle. So what we'll do is we'll monitor that throughout the program, and then when we come back to retest again to see how you're tracking. Okay. Excellent. But again, it's a good result. Okay. You should really be proud. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome, cool. So noting your ankle, what we're going to do is we're not going to do this step test, okay? We're going. I've got an option here. Now I'd like you to choose, so you can choose, okay? We've got an exercise bike. You may not have seen these ones. These are nice U
Oh.
bikes, okay? So we could do a 12-minute ride, sorry, a 9 to 12-minute ride on the bike, and it's set for time.
Okay.
And you go as far as you can go during that time, okay? Or ultimately, we can jump on the roller here, and I can show you how to demonstrate.
Yeah.
It's a 2 kilometre, just a timed road.
Okay.
All that basically is that you go as far as you can go, you get to that 2 kilometres as fast as you can, and then we record the time. There is no, is this poor, is this good, is it an athlete style? This gives us the baseline measurement to help move you forward in achieving that goal, okay? What one would you like to do?
I've not used the bike before, so I might stick with the roller.
Alright, so you've used the roll before?
I have, yeah.
Awesome, cool, okay. So we'll quickly run through it again, just what I'm looking for again, because it would be wrong of me just to throw you on it without showing you again. Feet just in like this, okay? We've got the straps here, we can tighten the straps.
Yeah.
Again, on both feet, okay? We bring the handle up, we grab it and we pull back, fully extending all the way back, and then we just want to forward, and this is all we want to do, okay? Now, just like this for 2 kilometers. Don't worry, I'll reset the clock. I'm not going to let you miss out on the full 2 kilometer run, okay? And then that is all you're going to do, okay? Now, just some tips. You will fatigue, okay? You will feel a little bit exhausted, but just maintain some momentum, okay?
Sure.
Ready to go?
Sure.
Awesome, cool.
Give it a whirl.
Quick set. Awesome. Yep, sweet. There you go.
Perfect.
Awesome. you're ready. Alright. Nice quick start. Nothing with this one, momentum is everything straight, maintain a steady pace, alright? Doing well.
I don't know how I get to do, but that's okay. Meters down, excellent stuff. Good pace. Future Olympic as well here, huh? I like to talk to my clients during this session. It's a bit of a mental change. So rather than thinking about what you're doing, when you see yourself in your pace, you're not worried about the time, you're not worried about momentum, you're already there, your mind's distracted. Okay? Except when we're doing our workout, we've got music going, I'll demonstrate to you, we'll go through it, I'll motivate you through it. Some of the music I've got classical, like blues maybe. We'll do a workout to Beethoven maybe. Keep it up. 900 meters down. Doing well. Doing really, really well. Keep it up, doing well. Halfway there. Didn't think you'd be able to run. Actually, gonna make 1.2 kilometers down. You do it. Keep almost there. Almost there. Keep pushing. Slow down the pace. Slow down. Remember, maintain the pace. Almost there. 3/4 of the way through it. Keep going. Keep going. That's right. Oh. Alright, 300 meters to go. Almost there. Keep going. 6 minutes in. winding it up there, okay? Slowly wind it up now. Well done. Excellent stuff. Alright, so
That'll get me.
that'll get you. Alright, what I'd like to do, so we did that in 7 minutes 15.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome, I'll jot that down. What I'd like you to do, I'd like you to, back this all the way off.
Yeah.
Just to grab the rower, and for the next 1 or so minutes, I just want you to lightly roll. We want to bring the heart rate down, okay? So we've worked the heart rate up. Now we just want to slowly bring it back down to normal,
I can
okay?
do that.
Awesome. Cool. Alright, what I like to do now, stop there for me. Work on that. I just like to check the heart rate, okay?
Looks like you're starting a machine. How's the nerve out? Yeah, I'm cooked.
Alright, excellent. Just do some calculation. While you do that, I'm just going to do some calculations.
Yeah, like it's only 120.
I got that about 145.
Yeah.
You got your phone on. Can you just grab your calculator for me? Sorry, as I've got mine just stuck there. So 65 minus, you turn it sideways, you go in brackets. Which I like that.
I can do that.
Yeah, so if you turn the camera sideways.
Yeah.
So if you go 65,
Yeah.
0.81,
0.81.
minus,
Yeah.
in brackets, so it will be a bracket, yep. Did it come up the bracket up the top there?
No.
So try 0.10, oh no.
Do you have marker? Oh, you don't do.
No, so it's 65.81, my bracket,
How weird.
times equals 26.78.
Is that alright?
Pretty good. It's actually really good. But what we'll do is we'll grab out the records, okay? So what we'll do here is we'll move back in and we'll just quickly talk about the results, okay?
Sure.
How you going?
Good, that was tough.
Tough?
Good, feeling good.
Congratulations, testing's done now.
Thank
Okay.
you. Yeah.
What we'll do is we'll quickly rehash the results, not from the range of movements, but just from the 60-second ab curl test into the rower. Okay.
Sure.
So with the 60-second ab curl test, as I've said, you completed 30 in the minute, and if you have a look here, you'll see the results here. So under your age bracket, which is 50 to 59, okay. What you did is you did 30, which actually puts you in which puts you in the above average range here, okay.
Okay.
Which is really good, okay.
Good
So
news. Must be all that farm work.
must be too. I can tell that you do. Obviously, you portray that you do a lot of short
Yeah.
short burst
Yeah.
lifting, so you can like a heavy box up or bail, okay.
Yeah.
And you can really see, especially as we go into the rowing test, okay, which is good. Okay, so 30, that puts us is in the above average, okay. With the row, okay, you did the 2 kilometre row in 7 minutes and 15 seconds, which is really good. So it was a nice, quick pace. Just some observations, okay. The intolerance that was observed is you went out of the blocks really fast, as they say. And you started fatigue very early. As we can see, you ended up needing to stop and then recommence, okay? Recommendations as we move forward is we want to work on that short, sharp burst into a more endurance, okay? So noting that your goal is to lose 10 kilograms in 6 months, Also taking into consideration the tightness of your ankles, okay? We can alter cardiovascular machines, okay? So what we're going to work on in the program is we're going to start with more of a not high intense row, but we're going to build up the time. So for example, we might start with 10 minutes at a low to moderate intensity, start to build up. The first goal that we'll work on to help with some cardio is maintaining a continuous pace or a steady pace for an extended period of time, and then we'll work our way up. Once the intolerance has gone, pretty much, I was thinking of a fancy word, then we can start to increase the intensity. Then when your ankles are not so tight and you're more comfortable in putting pressure on them, we then can look at towards a bike. Also, we can look at then going for a bit of a run on the road, we can jump on the treadmill, we can start to increase into other cardio activities, okay? But my recommendation is that with the program to build towards your weight loss and to build your cardio endurance is that we focus on the rower, but we lower a little bit lower the intensity. We'll monitor that doing through through things such as feedback from you as you go in, monitor your heart, so your breathing, just how you breathe, we can monitor the intolerance there, okay?
Sure.
We'll build ourselves up, then we can increase the intensity to then couple that with the diet, in which hopefully you'll get a phone call soon from the dietitian, then we can work together and we can help you achieve that goal, okay?
Cool.
If at any stage that you would like to focus in more of a one-on-one situation and you would like a program written specifically for cardio machine or a weight machine, anyone that one-on-one training, I've got a great range of PTs here. I keep talking about him, Frank Meehan, awesome, cool. Bit of Conor McGregor, he's flying around, and his mate Nate Diaz is out the back, okay?
Nice.
So and he's sitting just over there. Hey Nate. Okay, so they're available and I can refer you on to them, but that's options again to help improve us on that weight loss, the cardio way for weight loss, okay? So there's also one-on-ones, okay? Next step from here is I will tidy this up and I will send you a copy of all this to your email address, so then you've got a record and we've got a record. We will retest in about 4 weeks' time, and it's not to tell you that you're bad. What we're doing is this is also how we can monitor the effectiveness of the programs, okay? If you're improving, we know the programs are effective. If you're not improving, then we need to be able to then we'll modify the programs as required to find the balance that we need to help you meet that goal, okay?
Sounds good.
Other than that, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
You've done really, really well. And you are still free Monday,
I am.
9 a.m.
Yep.
The rest 3 days. Just want to make sure. We will send you a message on Sunday just to confirm that you're still right to go, okay?
Sure.
Any questions?
No, I look forward to Monday.
Awesome. Look forward to it. See you on Monday.
Cool, thank
All
you.
right.